test your knowledge and see what you've learned so far.
Everybody to the special event. It's the party of the century, so let it commence. We got music, we got booze, we got plenty of friends. So let's party like it's 1920 again.
Hi, everyone. Can you all hear me? Please tell me you can hear me. Welcome in, everyone. Melta, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. I am nervous. My pulse is a constant 124 BPMs per minute. It has been for the last hour, so here we are. How's everyone doing? I'm, I can barely think straight. Well, here we are. Hello. How are you all? It's very lovely to see so many lovely people in chat already. Yeah, it's the Sooning. How are we all doing? Yeah, it's nervous and excited, and OBS giving me the middle finger again is on point. So yeah, I noticed that the daily the daily admission ticket is broken, but I'll fix that later. Sunning is finally here. We've been all working really hard for this in the last, shall we say, 6 months. A lot of artists and Lurie have been included in this, and Tavi has been giving me a lot of emotional support, so thank you all for that. If you want to check out all the credits, you can go on my card, on my socials. They're all there, but I linked them anyway because we have some stuff to do. Yeah. I mentioned it a couple times before recently. I am much more of a storyteller than I am of a gamer, and because of that, I'm gonna do this little debut a little bit different than I guess what most of you are used to. I would like to start actually with the lore video. Now, the lore video is a video that is based on a very deep and rich world building that I've been doing, not only for the VTubing aspect of this character, but generally the VTubing aspect. Hi, Himi, welcome in. The VTubing aspect is just a very small aspect of being able to give this some face, I guess. But we'll get into that later more, and you'll see what I mean by that. For the little video, I'm gonna stumble upon my words a lot today because brain be 100,000 miles. But yeah, the lore video would have been completely and entirely impossible without the works of Beef, aka Foxspotter, aka Sylvander Art, who did the amazing illustrations for it, and the incredibly steep learning curve in video editing and voice acting that Lurie did. So, Ilo, if you could give a shout out to Lurie, please do that because he's not gonna do it to himself. But yeah, let's start with the lore video because that's actually giving a good
The
good
Mycomancer,
preset
a
to
tale of gilded rot.
everything else, I think.
Solva,
I don't know if you can
A
actually hear that.
the Mycomancer. The Mycomancer, a tale of gilded rot. Solva, a city that breathes flickering gaslight and exhales hazardous smoke through the cracks in its gilded facade. Swing and laughter spew from open parlor doors, drowning out the lonely weeping of violins, echoing in the dark. Velvet-draped aristocrats sip absinthe beneath brass chandeliers, toasting
breathe
to
to
futures
theory,
they do not know are already
We're gonna
rotting.
be here for a minute.
Beneath the towering Gothic architecture and dim fog-drenched streets, something ancient stirs. A force neither dead nor alive, neither benign nor malevolent. The mycelial. Not merely an ecosystem, but a consciousness. An ancient intelligence that weaves life and decay into an endless cycle. It pulses beneath Solvas cobblestones, breathing through the cracks of forgotten catacombs and abandoned tunnels. Its invisible threads tugging at the edges of fate. And in the heart of the city, one being feels its presence more intimately than any other. Once, he had a name that carried weight in academic halls. A scholar driven by sleepless ambition and a hunger for the truth. He sought to pierce the veil between life and death, peeling back reality's skin to glimpse at what lay beneath. Solvath offered no shortage of forgotten knowledge. Sealed vaults, misplaced grimoires, and whispered rumors of miracles and monstrosities alike. It was in the ancient underground archives, once home to artificers, alchemists, and arcane scholars, that Miluiguanath found what he wasn't meant to find. He encountered the mycelial. What began as research soon turned into obsession. The elves sought commune with this strange force, believing it to hold answers beyond the arcane. Answers about life, transformation, and connection.
Thank you for the
The
follow.
more he
Welcome
uncovered, the
everyone.
more the mycelium
Trying
responded.
to be quiet. So
It wasn't
I'm not
just a
talking
force
over the
of
amazing
nature.
work of my friends and my
It was a force for change, and it hungered for unity. After months of study and preparation, he performed the ritual that would bind them. Standing before a swirling Erlenmeyer flask filled with golden liquid thick with potential, he did not hesitate. As it touched his tongue, the world shifted. The air grew dense with spores. The walls of his study pulsed, alive with unseen breath. Darkness bloomed in his veins as the mycelium wound through them like whispered promises. Flesh reshaped, thought deepened. The mycelium had chosen him, not as a host, but as a voice, an emissary. His name, once spoken with respect,
Right?
became a cautionary whisper.
Now you know what the teaser was about.
Colleagues recoiled. Patrons withdrew. The very people who once chased knowledge alongside him now feared what he had become. Monstrous. And so, he disappeared into the shadows beneath Solvath, into the places the city pretended not to see. The tunnels stretched vast and silent, damp with condensation, aglow with bioluminescent spores. Here, in this quiet cradle of decay, he listened. The city above whispered through fungal growths, its secrets carried on the damp stone. He was no longer Miluiguanath. He had become something else, and he was not alone. First, they came as whispers. Others like him, scholars cast aside, artists who wove dreams from shadows, dancers unfit for the gilded stage, but who moved like deities in hidden parlors, outcasts, misfits,
I keep
visionaries,
telling Dory that,
those who slipped through
but he
society's
refuses until this
cracks.
point.
The whispers became meetings. The meetings grew into gatherings. Thus, the Spore Society was born, a living, breathing extension of the mycelium itself, hidden in plain sight in the cracks of an opulent facade
cameo
of a
of,
1920
Hot Dog
Socialite Club manor. And the elf? He shed his old name for one that better fit the glow of this new age. He became Virva Valkea, not as a mask, but a light, a guide, a beacon for those who didn't belong yet longed to connect. Within the Spore Society, the members, called sporelings, are not judged by wealth, beauty, or status. They are welcomed for their creativity, their curiosity, and their desire to forge bonds deeper than what the surface world permits. They gather to share passions, ideas, and truth. They gather to be seen for who they are beneath the mask. Bound by the same threads that connect Virva Valkea to the mycelium, they are not merely members of a club. They are part of something greater, a quiet revolution. Virva Valkea continues to lead the Spore Society, but his reach now extends beyond the underground. In the digital age, he has found a new way to connect, Broadcasting from a gothic, fungal-inspired lair, he welcomes viewers into his world, a space where the strange is sacred and the outcast revered. His content is more than performances. They are sanctuaries for deep thought and warm laughter, where discussions can drift from the whimsical to the profound, in the space of a breath. In Virva Valkea's digital domain, connection is the mycelial system that nourishes all. You've felt it, haven't you? That low hum beneath your skin, the sense that the world does not mold itself to you, and that you exist slightly askew from what it calls normal. You are not broken, and you are not alone. The mycelium stirs beneath your feet, and somewhere, in a quiet, hidden room, a fungi radiating a warm and steady glow is waiting for you. Come in, take a seat, and tell your story. Virva Valkea and the Spore Society are listening.
Alrighty, that is the lore. Or some of it anyway, or most of it. Ba-ba-da-ba. Now, who is ready to see my feetsies? Thank you. The illustrations were all done by Foxspotter. You can find her on Twitch as well. She does, no, not for free. I pay my friends. I pay my friends, of course, and they unfortunately undersell themselves. But Beef did such an amazing feed. No, you can pay my only fungus, only fungi for feed. Hello, thank you for the follow. Free feedsies? Never. Nothing is free here. But yeah, the illustrations were done by Foxspotter here on Twitch. She does art and gaming streams, and yes. Chronically undervalues her work, and you can all tell that she did completely blow it out of the park. So yeah, here we are. Let me put some electro swing actually on to soothe my nerves, and then you can all perceive the shroom. Perceive the shroom. This world has been building for a while. Boo-doo-boo-boo. Right. My ADHD brain needs more input. We are aware of an issue with the alerts not alerting. We will look into it shortly. What? Which alert is not alerting? All the alerts are not alerting. You can't hear them. I can hear them. These sounds are so messed up, I swear. You cannot hear the alerts. I can hear the alerts, but I can't hear the videos, but you can hear the videos. Everything is broken. There we go. Maybe that's why the alerts weren't alerting. Here we go. Alerts should be alerting now. Anyway, I do believe it is time for some feed, right? Who wants to see some feed for free? You can sign now up on Only Fungi. Also, we have a bunch of new channel point redeems that will become relevant in a minute. Anyway, here's some feed. It is not a proper debut without technical difficulties. It is true. It's okay, it'll work out eventually. It will work out. The thing is, I set everything up with, like, the last 3 weeks have been a lot, and everything happened last minute kind of way. Anyway, we have some shiny shoes. But we also do have feet as well. Because for reasons. Nobody wants to see fungus feet though. Yeah. I'm legally required not to say yes, I want to see feet. Or law advice against possibly communicating evidence into the ongoing freak issue. We don't kink shame here. It's fine. Lurie? How dare you? I also have socks on my feet, so it's fine. It's fine. Fungi and bugs, let's just call it an ecosystem. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I will steal this for my lore. Make it, Lurie, remind me to add that to my lore. Every time there's scuff, you just call it part of the ecosystem now. We do like the seed for signs. You can see the feed for signs. Certain shoes keep the moist. I mean, I'm not gonna go into detail here. I don't want to get banned on Twitch. Okay, so my brain's tied on maybe. Maybe you think. We do have trousers as well, though. Do I see green? Of course we have green. Did you think I would pick any other color than green? Very fancy shoes. My shoes are very cut off. Ouch. Don't make a reminder, thank you. I do have fancy shoes. I do have them, yeah. Occasionally I get cut off. Look at those neatly tied laces, right? I would never. I'm chronically known for stuffing, but you don't know that. We do have a code as well. We're the fancy bitches here. Yes, you did. There's black. What do you mean? There's green. I did pick a different. Black is not a color. Black is a state. As is white. Hello. I also have a belt. And I also... Black is a mood. That is true. I also have a pinstripe shirt. Papa, hello. It is my hair. Hips. I do have hips. These hips be not lying. You feel underdressed for the occasion? You better be. You better be underdressed. Someone needs to go into the blighted cellar. Man cleavage. There is man cleavage. Actually, I was a little bit concerned that this will have consequences in the long run, but then I decided for even wilder things. But thank you for the congrats, Jade. Welcome in. Black is the old orange, versus the new black, or something like that. Green, green. But look at that proper posh gentle fungi. It gets worse. It gets worse. You better be underdressed. You can add that to the quotes, yes. You can absolutely add that to the quotes. Jeez. Thank you for the raid. What I'm watching? Oh, wrong way. Red raid, amazing. Welcome in, Shia Tori. I hope I'm not butchering your name. The green is the new orange, which is now the new black, which was the original black, but now it's the old orange or something like that. Oh my god, I had no idea you were German too. Yep. I am also German. Which you can very clearly hear with my terrible accent, but here we are. Hips only? No, not hips only. We also have a chest. Arms cutting off when I'm leaning. Because I'm shrumping. You made it on time, you did make it on time. I have very fancy hair. I'm very jealous of my hair. Hipstuber. Yeah, I'm a hipstuber now. I do have fungi as well. I also have a face. But I'm always crying when I'm idle. I don't know how to fix it. I'm actually not crying at all. Hello. I have a face. Up. Yeah. Hello, it is me. I've been waiting for this for 6 months. Do you know the torture? Do you know the torture? Papa, let me show you my face. Because there's a lot of detail in it. Thank you. we have... I'm breaking everything. We have, of course, all my fungi. All this fungi. Thank you. And we have mycelium webbing in the eye, which actually is very, very funny because this was originally just a sketch, but my VTubing mama, who is Skylarland on VGen, which I think is actually only the second model she's ever done, took it a little literal, and now I'm vibing with it. Hi. Thank you for the subscription, Hazel. You're now a Hi-Fi Herald. But yeah, we got mycelium webbing on the eyes. And we have shark teeth for all reasons. The eyeliner is so lit, thank you. I love the eyeliner. I'm breaking all my overlays. Let me make me smaller. There is more. There is more. We have the we have the shark teeth.
You enjoyed it,
Who enjoyed it?
didn't you?
You did enjoy it. Hey Haru, thank you for the lurk. Thank you for the sub as well, Maramo. The resub even. Yeah, we have shark teeth, we have a green tongue, which is actually based on Funguy as well.
Naughty.
Thank you all for the hype train. It's really sweet. I like the mushrooms poking out of the jacket. That is part of the body. Because, story time. I'm a fungal infested elf. I'll get more
You
into that in a
enjoyed it.
moment.
Didn't you?
Thank you for the resub, welcome in. Thank you, Hades. I like having you here. But yeah, I have shark teeth, I have a green tongue, inspired by fungi as well, and you'll see it when we get to the concept art later. I have fly agaric mushrooms. The eye mushrooms are actually oyster mushrooms. And we have mycena mushrooms. Brown mycena mushrooms. There's a lot of mushrooms. For those of you that have not gathered it from everything that is going on here,
Naughty.
no, that's not what I wanted to say. We have a special interest in fungi. It has so nice waving while you move. Yes. And what I'm very happy about is that you can now see me. Happy stim. Okay. Hi Yabe, welcome in. What I also love is, and I need to zoom in for that for a moment.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Spoopy. Thank you for following. I have a little smug smirk. You can't see it very well right now. And my jaw is moving. And I have a lot of other fun things that you all have to find out. So pretty, thank you. Like for example that. I can just cast. Oh well, you are. I do have wiggly ears. Yes. I do have the ability to let you all cast disguise self on myself, because sometimes I need to blend in. Thank you for the bits. I do have the ability to be a little blendy elf. Distinguished shroom? Yes, I am also a very distinguished shroom. Especially in this month. I'm even more distinguished. Now that's a terrible combination, isn't it? Thank you, Bertie. I really appreciate it. Also very, very on point for you to come in while my trickster tongue is out. That tongue, by the way, can vary in length, just saying. Just saying.
Naughty, naughty.
It is a very naughty tongue indeed. Thank you for the fungal-fun. It can vary in length. I still need to mess up out of it a little bit. The fact that you all put it on me while I have the rainbow mustache on is kind of funny.
Naughty, naughty.
Thank you all for the gift subs. And the my tongue is not disappearing. I'm stuck with this tongue now. It should disappear. Why is it not disappearing? But luckily for me, I have a manual fix for that. I still have to figure out so much stuff. So much stuff. I had like, let me think, 5 days to set this up. 5 days. Here we go. My mustache is also not disappearing, but I can stay. I'm a very distinguished gentle shroom. But yeah.
Wonderful celebration! Cheese for everyone!
Hello.
Right, scratch that. Cheese for no one. That can be just as much of a celebration.
I'm so happy I could make that work. So happy. I was, yeah, doing my best that I could make the, cheese work again, because I know how popular it is with all of you. Although I think the cheese got rid of the silly shroom early. Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Fine-tuning will be required. Also, let me fix the... There we go. I have so many more things planned that I didn't have the time for to set up now, but there will be more things coming. It will be so much fun. It is already so much fun. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I need to figure out a way to overlay the chat onto the scene so I don't need to look over all the time, but things come at a time. You can refund these because they are on the cooldown. I don't get hit. Oop. So I don't get hit with whoop, stuff all the time. Right. There's more to this. You can also blush. And I'm very, very happy that my model and mama didn't decide to give me pink blush, because I have gray skin and I wouldn't blush pink at all. It is very cute. I also blush a lot, easily, very easily as well, so it's only fitting to have a blush. When I asked my model mama for a smug expression, she was like, how am I gonna make your character more smug? You're already very smug. So she did that. I also get angry. And again, I like that she did the details in green and not in red. I do have a crying expression that I kinda default to when I go idle for whatever reason. I haven't figured that out yet, but we'll see, we'll see. As long as I don't go naked when I go idle. Did I say that? Yes. Yes, I can. I can go naked. Thank you for the bits. You all seen the tongue already, so the plotting look is so good. Yeah. It's a smug fish. A smug fungus. Great. Scary is good. Thank you. Thank you. 50% horror, 50% cute. I'm still gonna tweak some of the parameters, but here we are. I also love with the crying one that the thank you. I'm a very distinguished room. I also love with the crying one that the ears actually move, because that's something in the lore as well that I decided for my avatar, that the ears similar to animals would indicate the emotions. Thank you all for the hype chest. Hello, I'm a very distinguished silly shroom. Distinguished chili shroom. A chili shroom. I can also be a chili shroom, I guess. With the shroom and rainbow mustache, you remind me of Super Mario. I mean, the correlation is there, right? It is there. It looks even better with the eyebrows, like. Anyway, I can't take that face serious. I can't take myself seriously most of the time, let alone with this face. It's staring. It is staring. It is not only. It is. Be perceived. Yep. Right. Did I forget anything? Oh yeah, I forgot the secret toggle. Googly eyes are the best. I like how the mustache has gone, but the googly eyes haven't. Let me see. Also, I will improve my tracking shortly by adjusting my camera real quick. Now my tracking should be better. Let me see. There we go. Okay, cool. Because I am trumping. What are you trying to do? Are you casting disguised self on me? Yeah. But the spores are momentarily distracted by capitalism, so we will wait for a moment. Before we do more delightful decay, I guess. That is the wrong thing. I didn't want to click. Right. Once we're back from ad, I will see you, show you the secret last thing. Well, not the last thing. It won't be the last thing, but the official thing. To people who didn't see both sides of the shoe, what do you mean? Oh my word, meta! What could you say that? I'm back, I'm coming. I'm gonna put this in the only fungi bio. Just to know, man. Put that in the quotes. Put that in the quotes right now. Serving chest. I am serving chest. I truly welcome in. I'm waiting for Agile to finish, so you can all stare more respectfully. It already finished? Right. Okay, I missed it. Okay. Please sit down for the secret toggle that nobody's supposed to know, especially not my coworker who may be lurking in chat. But here we go. I have no regrets. Are you ready to perceive the shroom? Do I think of the TOS when making such statements? Terms of shroom, okay. Am I your coworker? I mean, we're co-working much. I mean, technically you are? Okay. Secret perceived the shroom. Hello, you all perceived it. Now we put the clothes back on. That was enough. It is a thing. For only fungi reasons. That was perfect timing! Welcome in. Get better soon, it. Also, I like the saying holy catnap, that is very cool. Please get some rest. Virva will start an only shroom page and only Funguy. The hashtag is already out there. Don't look it up. Now it's time to blush. Yeah, it's time to blush. Actually, I'm actually very, very blushy right now. Let me get too excited. What the people want to.
Welcome everybody to the special event. It's the party of the century, so let it commence. We got music, we got booze, and we got plenty of friends. So let's party like it's 1920 again.
Thank you, 80s, for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. How are you all doing? For those of you that do not know me, I'm Virva Valkea, and today I'm having my live 2D Vtuber debut. I guess we're here, we're queer, and everything else will be revealed anyway. So stick around and find out, I guess, who this Funguy is, who's currently disguising himself. Because actually, I look differently. I look like this. Hi. Thank you so much for the raid, Hades. Welcome in, raiders. How was your stream? What did you get up to? Alright. Right, let me... When we give the people what they want, I'm gonna make it a redeem, but we can have it one more time. One more time before we break TOS, okay? Ooh, Subnautica sounds good. Streamathon sounds exhausting though, but good job on you. This distinguished shroom. I'm a very distinguished shroom. The people decided what they want? Okay, they want naked shroom, I get it. The funny thing is, and you haven't seen that yet, it works both ways. It works disguised and it works not disguised. Hello. You have been perceived. This is actually law accurate as well. There's a reference sheet for all free versions. And when I say free, there's a reason it's free. Did I change the shadow cooldowns? Nope, I didn't. There's 3 reference sheets, yeah. There's a clothed one, there's a partially clothed one, and there's a... well... an only Funguy one. Lord have person got straight at the chat. What's the other shadow coming? I have no idea. But yeah, ref sheets we'll get to in a minute. Ow.
celebration!
Why am I being hit with cheese?
For everyone! Wait, scratch that. Cheese for no one. That could be just as much of a celebration if you don't like
Aw,
cheese.
thank you for my new Spore snuggle. It is green, like me. It is very cozy. I have this thing where I change the blankets throughout the seasons, but I think for today this one is just the perfect one. It is the best greens, for very obvious reasons. Imagine if you were about to give the people what they wanted and someone redeems that. What do you mean? What do you mean? That would be so funny if someone would redeem Perceive the Shroom, and then someone would put the Spore blanket. But I actually do love that they all are interchangeable with each other. A neat little thing. I'm very confused, okay? I was so nervous about this also. It would be a very fun teaser and denial, wouldn't it? The mycogenders, by the way, do relate to me because I am mycogender. I will get to that when we get to the PowerPoint presentation, because like a good shroom, I made a PowerPoint presentation for today. And I will get more into depth about this. All the mycogenders you can redeem, I've written them myself. If you want to add more, feel free to send them to me. Mycogender is a gender expression. As a redeem, we see it more in a jovial way because it just highlights, I guess, non-binary experiences in an entertaining way, but not in a as a making fun of, but more in a, how do I say this? My brain is on German mode right now, in German mode even. Yeah, engaging way, because not a lot of people know about mycogender actually. Amusing and fun, thank you. That is a very good way of putting that. Also, I do realize that I need to adjust my mouth parameters again, because this mouth actually does open. Let's see. Anyway, I was talking about PowerPoint, wasn't I? So we get to that right now. I did take time to educate myself on the topic. I think it's cool. I'm gonna go more into depth in about what it means to me when I get to the PowerPoint. Let me just shrump in my seat for a moment. Yuri can also make fun now that I have a constipated face now when I lose tracking. Just read the Gender Wiki article, it's interesting. You know what annoys me about the Gender Wiki article though? That they list mycofender under fauna gender. Mycos, mushrooms, are not freaking fauna! They are their own kingdom! I get very about that. Yep, the umbrella term they use for it is fauna gender, and that's scientifically not accurate. Right, let me get the PowerPoint real quick. Yeah, that's what I meant. Of course I said the other one, flora and fauna gender. I meant flora. Of course I did say the other one. Fauna would be the... You know what I mean? You know what I mean? My brain is fried. It's been a very hard 3 weeks for reasons. Oh yeah. The point is, fungi are not plants. They live very mycorrhizal, like supporting. Like, did you know that plants wouldn't actually have roots if it wasn't for fungi? Now you know. I would love to stay longer. I'll watch the VOD later, but I've been streaming for 14 hours. I need a little rest as I have work to. Please go rest, please. And thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. We were conscious about it. We were not, yeah. Not, I think for the last week, I've slept every night less than 5 hours, and yeah, here we are. PowerPoint time, I guess. Sorry, Foucault. Let me be the exception. Also, you can redeem the self-disguise as well. Maybe that helps. Right. Ba-ba-ba-ba. There's a PowerPoint somewhere.
Wonderful! Celebration!
Cheers!
Cheese!
For everyone.
Wait! Scratch that! Cheese for no one. That could be just as much of a celebration if you don't like cheese, true?
I should like have the cheese and then the tongue like. There is. I beg to differ, Foucault. I beg to differ. You're sending me on a special interest trap card trip. You can't hear, but your medicine, your wine, your beer, your bread, fungi are everywhere. And unless they're in your house walls, which is kind of ironic given, you know, the theme of this whole Vtuber lore, you're fine. There's so much cheesy fungi. Also, oh, thank you for the bits, Lurie. Also, the fizzy in your fizzy drinks is made by fungi. Fungi are friend in food, yes. Nothing in the world except me, and my tongue, apparently. Yes, yes. Fungi are, most of the fungi are healing. Not, like, the balance is kind of like, most of them heal, not a lot of them. Healing Shroom is watching you, I am the Healing Shroom now. Most of them heal, not a lot of them harm. There's actually only one STD with fungus involved, so there you go, now you know. Imagine if I'm on the ceiling watching you, don't! Don't! I'm already enough nightmare fuel as it is. Who hides in the walls? I just follow you around, just... I'm just watching Papu licking the inside of the walls like... Nope. Please stop. This tongue is not going anywhere, so I'm gonna remove it. We need to fix the tongue. Right. I'm getting distracted, aren't I? Ba-ba-ba. The music's not helping, I'm not gonna lie. PowerPoint. Other considering people's reaction if you were on the ceiling, people just lay down instead. I mean, why would you put me on a ceiling in that case? You should be putting me somewhere else in that case. The music is a vibe, it's Electro Swing Lo-Fi. I think. It may be something else now. No, it is still Electro Swing Lo-Fi. I love Electro Swing. I love Electro Swing Lo-Fi. I'm very deeply annoyed that a lot of Electro Swing sounds use the same turbine engine plane sound for building up breakdowns. You're not on the document right now? No. Not this time. I have a lot of concerts this month though that I'm really looking forward to. So yeah. PowerPoint. I keep saying it and then I keep distracting myself. Whee! Ah, that broke. I'm like, where are you? I hit you a minute ago. I don't want a noise. I mean, this noise lives in my rent-free head. That's what I wanted to say. In my head, rent-free. There we go. So, you know, I'm trying to think. How do I best? Think? I don't think. No thinking in this. Nothing. I think I'm just gonna do it like this. Oh, I have an idea. Never mind. I broke it. I have an idea. Luri. Everything's good. No. I have a better idea. Alright. I got it figured out. We can transition. Usually I don't want to know noises when I'm confronted with winners. Yep. I can understand that, especially after the last 2 months. Let's just say I have a fix, quote unquote, a workaround. I had to set up a new user to get around all of my Windows problems that I've been having, and now that I worked around that, OBS is giving me a hard time. Right. Here we are.
A tale of gilded rot.
Oops.
Solva. A city
is
that breathes
not
flickering
work-
gaslight and exhales
Hello, that was
hazardous smoke through the cracks in its gilded facade.
Why is the law video playing?
Swing and laughter spew from open
Not
parlor
again.
doors,
Not again.
drowning.
Not again. We love Scuff. Scuff keeps the sheep alive. Or something like that. I mean, I'm down to watch it again. I will upload it to YouTube. Because I'm very, very proud of my writing, Luri's voice acting and sound editing, and Beef's illustrations. Did you even stream if there was a Scarf? Right? You didn't. There we go. I think that's the right thing to do. We'll see. Oh, I'm big. I'm a big boy. But I thought that out when we transition. It makes it memorable? Exactly. Look, I have to listen to my voice for so many hours. We're working on that for the last 7 days. You won't hear me complain, but I feel bad. I love this song so much. Okay, I'm gonna make myself a little bit smaller so we can all see the presentation a little bit better. There we go. I'm probably gonna overlay bits of the presentation, so we'll see. Right. Why is this like, can you all see this? Probably not. Why is this going on to... No, that is not what I wanted to do. We see you in a pretty overlay? Okay, so it's not working. It's the information I wanted. It's okay, we can figure it out, we got time. We're vibing. Normally I don't mind hearing my own voice, but after so many hours I'm like, I need to cleanse my... That's why I can't even listen to my own bot, so hats off to you. I also need to remember to unmute myself now. We'll figure it out eventually. Kinda worked. Not entirely. There we go. Wow. That's almost correct. Can you tell I have different sized monitors? Up. Right, who's ready? That is a cute chibi that was drawn by Thistlecat. I got this in December. I mean, it says news resolution for model debut. Here we are, I guess. So it only felt fitting to put this in. That is a bit too big now, isn't it? Right. Nope, that's me. I'm about to. It's just not grabbing the right thing right now, but we get there in a second. Thank you for bearing with me. Everything works different with a full model, so it's a learning curve. But I'm happy to be here with all of you. Let's see. Let me go and beat the Scramblins? Yes. Such a cool logo, thank you. Rule made this. Rule Kami's rule. A little bit broken in the PowerPoint for whatever reason, but right. You tell I'm a little bit like overwhelmed, but that's okay. The logo was done by Urukami Zero on VGen, and it's been an absolute blast working with them. Same as with Frazzled, yeah, completely Frazzled. But you know what? When fungi are hit by lightning, they increase in growing rate. So here we are. Anyway, I think I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller still, and then we can start. Because it's cutting off some of the credits. There we go. That's better, isn't it? I don't know what happened here, but we ignore it. Right! At long last, the PowerPoint I've been yapping on for like 30 minutes. Yes, Lurie wants to say something. Waiting for Louis. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit. If OBS will let me have my mouse. There we go. Right. I haven't done a PowerPoint since 10 years. Here we go. Speaking of regen, it's a rise to see my gold drop back to 75 because I didn't make 100 USD in the last 30 days, but I didn't see progress by anymore because they're still handling my verification. Okay. VirvaValkea, Sporeprint over Funguy. The complete layout is a bit, well, tough, but we'll see. Where's my mouse? Right, here we are. I need to move to the side a little bit, but I think a lot of you know me, but for those of you who do not know me, everything is messed up. That's okay. We live for the scuff. A lot of people have different names for me. The official one is VirvaValkea, which has history that we will get into in like 3 slides, 2 or 3 slides. For those of you that do not know, I'm actually intersex. I only found this out recently, so on the left we find pretty much all my identity tags. I'm intersex, transgender, non-binary, which are the umbrella terms I use, but it's actually a little bit more complicated than that, and this is where mycogender comes into play. Because mycogender is part of the non-binary identity together with Demi-Void Boy. Demi-Void Boy, which you can see is this fucking ugly blue, gray, black, black with the mask sign, is gender identity meaning partially masculine, partially agender, and partially outside of the non-binary, outside of the binary, so non-binary. We have ads. Okay, I'll wait. I shall wait.
Jimmy, this some serious gourmet shit. Me and Vincent would have been satisfied with some freeze-dried Taster's Choice, right? And he springs this serious gourmet shit on. What flavor is this?
One eternity later.
What do you mean, one eternity later? We were just waiting for the ad to end so everyone can join. Hi, Lighton, welcome in. Damn, ads? Ads are finished? Good, okay. Because there should be, you're just rude? I mean, speak for yourself. There should be a message when the ads are... See, yeah, that's what I was waiting for. Right, where was I? I have a lot of names, but I want to go into the identity tags first. The identity tags are intersex, transgender, non-binary, which are the umbrella terms, but we have this fucking ugly Demi-Void Boy flag here with the blue, the gray, and the black, and the mask symbol with the light blue, white, and gray. I actually had to make this graphic myself because there's not any good graphics other than one flag in very low quality on the official gender wiki. But Demi-Void Boy means partially boy/man, partially gender void. Agender and gender void are not the same, so it's more about gender void. You can think about this as a soup, where agender is a soup a soup bowl filled with agender. The gender void soup soup bowl is empty. Good soup, yes. So, and the other one being outside of the, hi Kath, welcome in, out of the non-binary. Out of the binary, I keep saying it. Out of the binary, for fuck's sake. Non-binary, right. And mycogender. So mycogender, and that just fits with everything else and why I have this design, and partially this design, because there's more reason why I have this design, but and also the special interest. Mycogender is an identity that I really, really heavily vibe with from a social context. Because I relate to mycogender in a way that I will explain in a hot minute. Because fungi are not only my special interest, and my whole avatar is designed like that. Fungi grow and exist as a part of a vast interconnected network, independent, adaptive, and relational. And this mirrors how I experience my gender as well. Not as a fixed identity, but as something that shifts and responds to people and environments around me. So just as mycelial network stretches into the soil, reaching out to gather nutrients or form connections, my gender also extends and retracts depending on social context. So for example, I'm perceived as strictly trans-masculine, male, but that perception is not the entire truth. It's only an aspect. My gender doesn't stay constant. It changes in different social settings. It is never, ever femme or female. But in affirming spaces, I feel safe enough to let more of my authentic self emerge. In other environments, I retreat, keeping parts of my gender hidden to protect myself. So it's similar to fungi who seek out the environment and then retract, because fungi, other than humans, they seek out nourishment in all directions before they decide which one is the most safest and most feasible one, and then they redirect to go into one direction. So they have a very radial way of drawing. Thank you for the spore starter. Very fitting, very fitting. Fungi grow into radial spaces and then retract and realign their resources to go for what's best for them. And this is what I would do with the Redeem as well. I want to get more attention to the mycogender because there's more to it. And what mycogender means for everyone is different, but this is my version of mycogender. Fungi grow through different stages, and this growth and decay of my true expression mirrors how fungi not only respond, but they are fruiting into visibility or remaining unseen like the mycelium network below the earth. Because a lot of people only think of fungi as mushrooms, but mushrooms are actually only the fruiting body of the fungi. And a lot of fungi, most fungi actually, do not have fruiting bodies like the mushrooms that we all think about. Fungi grow through different stages, like it starts with spores, hyphae, mycelium, mushrooms. Not all of them have mushroom fruiting bodies. Each stage is a part of a larger living whole. Similar, my gender manifests in many ways. It can be visible or subtle, fluid or still. In some moments it feels expressive and formed, in others it exists quietly without shape or need of definition. When I feel gender void, it's hidden in the network of the mycelium beneath the forest floor and fundamental but unseen. And just as many think the mushroom is the fungus, people often assume gender only exists when it's visible or named and performed. And when I'm not perceived by anyone, that is when my gender is void. So even the only time I really truly feel gender void is when I'm alone. Right, I need to take a sip here. But it's still there. As a non-binary person who never experiences gender as female, I live in a space outside traditional categories anyway, but also I do not perform masculinity in a way that is traditional. My gender blends masculinity and femininity, but it belongs to neither. Most often it exists in a space beyond the binary entirely. When gender does appear, it takes the shape of softened masculinity, traced with feminine qualities but not defined by them. Gender void is kind of like a blank canvas, and the gender manifests like watercolor wash. Hints of tone, form, and feeling, but never a solid final image. And as an intersex person, the complexity runs even deeper. My body, like my gender, resists a binary classification. Just as mushrooms cannot be reliably categorized by phenotype because what we see is only part of the organism, I cannot be classified by outward appearance either. None of us actually can, and this is unfortunately very relevant right now. Intersex existence challenges the rigid expectations of biology and identity, just as fungi challenge the very taxonomies we use to understand life. There is no simple box. So yeah, for outsiders it's easier to say trans, masculine, non-binary, but the full expression is intersex, trans, masculine, demi-void by mycogender. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That's that. The colorful stripes here is another umbrella term. This is the disabled pride flag. I'm not sure if a lot of people have seen this before. July is actually Disability Pride Month, and let me just skip the song for a hot moment. Disability Pride Month, and there's a lot of discussions what colors in the flag stand for, because there's some development going on. So I'm not going to go into the depth about this right now, but just be assured I have a lot of disabilities, and I'm just listing the two that are most relevant to me right now, which is next to it the autism pride flag and the ADHD pride flag, because I have ADHD, and that is an entirely unique experience, because it doesn't fit the research material that is out there for either, and there needs to be more research done. Underneath, partly covered by my heart, arm, is the pan-romantic heart, pansexual heart actually, and the grey romantic heart and the polyamorous heart, which is yeah, took me actually a very long time to figure out, especially grey romantic, because I was going through all these changes and stuff and definitions, and yeah, that's that. That's all the identity tags. I have a lot of different names as well, which you can all see there, but you all know them already, so I don't feel like I need to explain them anymore. Take the pan. I will take the pan. Okay. Right. My hobbies. Who would have guessed? D&D, research, Lego and brick building, drawing, and Roll for Good. Roll for Good is a European-based TTRPG charity organization. Actually, where does the league come from? I think the league has always been with me. No, the league actually. Research in general, yes, research. As soon as I have a very high need for cognitive input for reasons, and I have a very, very high need for feeding that, and I think my main one is medical science, but yeah. I would be a doctor if I wouldn't have to work in a hospital, because the hospital environment is actually fucking terrible, but the for my mental health and my physical health, but the interest is there, definitely. And we have an emote with it. It came from a place called VirvaValkea, which is a Finnish song and a Hakunamitsu meme. So, yeah. That's how it came. And then, for whatever hacking reason, KitKat bought me League as well, so it stuck around. I did recently discover the Death Guard. That is very true. I was thinking of her, but I don't think she was the reason. What do you mean? What do you mean? Also, like, I'm not sure if it's just me, but yeah. It is very warm in here. Death Guard Army when? I will let you know. I'm interested. The guns. Yeah, what? Well, I there's also the pure Nurgle voice in Age of Sigmar. Alta, I have a very close friend. He has 3 topics. Warhammer is one of them. I'm how do I say this? I cannot avoid this topic, so I may as well get into it. Yeah, but that's about me and my hobbies, my identities and my hobbies for that. Outside of VTubing, I guess, or related to VTubing. I don't know what happened with the... Everything was fine when I checked the PowerPoint yesterday, but here we are. Next page. We still have a lot in front of us, I think. We say in German. That was English, wasn't it? Why is everything bogged as fuck? I think it is the resolution, actually. We'll see. Everything is bogged. That is the wrong fucking thing. What happened? There we are. Next time we hang, I will mention this, mark my words. That sounds like a threat. Right. Luri wanted to let me know something. My favorites! Who would have guessed Fungi? Fungi go on the top. Do you see this is a fungi as well? Oyster mushrooms, like on my my favorite. There are many more, but oyster mushrooms definitely. They are... they eat wood, so that's that. And they're delicious. When you cook them, they taste like chicken. They're actually really great chicken replacement. And they have a pink variant as well as pink oyster mushrooms. My favorite flowers are sunflowers. My favorite seasons are winter and autumn. I fucking hate summer. Summer is a sensory nightmare. I'm sunlight sensitive. Everyone is about. Everything is noisy. Everything is bright. Summer... Which please buy. Who would have guessed that green is my favorite color? I don't know. I don't know what gave it away. My favorite bands... My favorite weather is actually thunderstorms. I feel very energized, which I think is very, very fitting for a fungi to be energized by thunderstorms, considering the growth rate they experience after lightning strikes. My favorite musical artists are Zealand Ardor, which is a band that combines gospel with black metal. Very cool. They also do a lot of black music with a modern mixing. So, and I fucking love that we have more black metal with black vocalists as fronting members, because we need that. Black metal has a fucking racism problem, so we love to see it. I'm actually very excited to see them live soon, because they do fucking fantastic music, and if you haven't checked them out yet, you should do. Insomnium is a melodeath metal band from Finland. I almost said Sweden there. Everyone would, every Finn here would have hated me, because one of my other favorite bands is also from Finland, but they sing in Swedish. Aurora is alternative pop, and Kaya Finnish rap. My favorite hobby is D&D. My favorite indie TTRPG is actually Black Mass, which is about the witches of Salem, and you use a tarot deck to develop the story. My favorite D&D class is, to your surprise, Cleric, which we will get into in a moment. It is not Druid, it is Cleric. Especially Twilight Domain and Death Domain. Aurora, no, yes, no, we have Norway representation. I fucking love Aurora. Aurora speaks to my soul. Like all of these do. My favorite food is rice. It's my safe food. Food is very difficult as an autistic person. And my favorite drink is Monster Mango. Right.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Let's see. On to the next one. It is hecking warm in here. I don't know why I'm listing it at this point again. It should be pretty obvious that I freaking love fungi. Fungi are my special interests, and my other special interest is astronomy. These are special interests that developed very young in my life, that have not lasted very long, and they're actually connected. There is fungi in space that resisted and survived radiation from space for 2 weeks. There was an experiment on the ISS where black mold did do that. And black mold also eats, there's black mold species that eats radiation as well, as can be observed in Chernobyl, for example. I also love neuroscience, especially everything that has to do with biochemistry and neurotransmitters and all that stuff. I love mythology and folklore, especially Norse mythology. I'm recently, for cultural reconnection, getting into Slavic folklore. I love TTRPG and storytelling, especially horror settings. I'm not very super fond of fluffy stuff. I love watercolor drawings. And to everyone's surprise, I freaking love magical girl and boy anime. I really, really do. We will have to talk neuroscience, we do. I love X-Men. X-Men is my longest fandom that I do not nearly talk about enough. If you think my Loki simping is bad, wait till Nightcrawler gets released from Marvel Rivals. I love licorice. You can bribe me with licorice, especially the very strong salty one. And I love squishmallows. I have a bunch of squishmallows. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of good mushroom ones. I dislike bigots, unsolicited advice, synthetic fabrics because they're fucking gross on my skin. I'm very tactile, hypersensitive, to a point where I'm ticklish on my forehead. I dislike uninvited touch for the same reason, and have I mentioned I dislike summer? Summer's a sensory nightmare, and slugs. I do actually have a really, really bad slug phobia. I see this shit, I run. Despite the, you know, overarching horror theme, I have a slug phobia. Maggots are fine, but just slugs. Slugs, bye. Bye, bye, bye. You have a favorite magical girl or boy series? Pretty Cure. Pretty Cure is my favorite one. And there is this one with the male elves that I cannot pronounce. That is very hot as well, but I will link it. Bro, I hate having slugs inside the house because I gotta pick them up with the tissue and everything makes me get, oh no, bye. Bye. No, it's like killing me. Me too. The Fairy Boys, yes, the Fairy Boys, yes. I can't think of the name right now, but hello, I need a drawing of me and that, please. The new model is epic. Love the Googlies, thank you, come in, Jack. I think I knew about the unsolicited advice. Right. How did we get here? How did we get here? I need to move myself a little bit again. Well. Actually, I think only like 4 people know this. Let me move myself first. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Where do I didn't do this with this in mind, right? Did I? Right. I remember these pictures. Yes, you were one of the chosen ones. You are the OG. Release the OG. Tybee is yeah. We're the OG. I like it here, thank you. I like having you here. You are OG, Ilo, and Luri and Tybee are OG. And I think Junie shortly came after that. You have seen the history. We started back in 2020 as a little wisp, and that is also where the name stayed consistent, because I started as Wisp. Virva Tuli is Finnish for wisp, below the wisp, and the Virva remained, and I added the Valkea to it because I wanted an alliteration, because Virva is taking fucking everywhere. So yeah, Junie remembers this as well. That goes back all the way. We were called the Swamp Clan back then. We were swamp themed because I was like very obsessed with Nixies. Very. And I think that's also where the shark teeth remained from. I also remember all this. Yeah, true. I was wondering if you did, but I wasn't sure, so you're OG as well. But yeah, shortly after the Wisp, I was still a facecam star.
Welcome everybody to the special event. It's the party of the everybody. Let it commence. We got music, we got booze, we got party. Let it commence. We got music, we got teams, we got party of friends. Let's party like it's 1920 again.
Have a raid, woohoo! Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for the raid, Rika and Slavic Spider. Welcome in. How were your streams? Who the raid? It's over. No, right? It never happened before, but now I know I need to sort that out. Welcome in, welcome in. How were your streams? Thank you so much for the raid. We're just going through the history. We're just going through the history of Virva. So here we are. Yeah. How are you? How were your streams? Stream was great. We played some balloons. Interesting. Interesting. Right. We started as the Wisps. The Wisp. Because I don't know. I mentioned I was I'm really into folklore, and then I kind of added the elf to it. I wasn't vibing with this elf for some reason anymore. I wonder why. Then the elf changed. Then the elf changed some more. Then a D&D character was made. And that D&D character was kind of the larger than life very quickly, because while this character is very similar, it's basically the base of the design now. We call him Melee. Melee is my self-insert D&D reborn elf Spore Druid. You can see the resemblance now. You can see where it all started. I made Melee for one shot with that was led by Val. Tavi was there as well, and Luri. Melee ended the one shot by betraying his party by joining the hot necromancer lady, and the rest is history, I would say. Yeah, that's how he became a Mycomancer. There's a lot of lore. I have like 37 pages of backstory. Some of it got adapted now for the VTubing lore. It is very similar, but it is different. Then I had my first PNG tuber drawn. I was not sure whether I wanted the fungal body horror aspect, because the fungal body horror was actually first inspired by the Spore Druid's wild shape, because when Spore Druid's wild shape, they get some symbiotic entity where they sprout fungal growth over their body and get temporary hit points and a hail of spores as an area of effect. I put some more deep dark stuff into it as to why that is. It has to do with like and licks and all the like. You just have to play D&D with me at one point to find it all out. I then wasn't sure if I wanted that for stream, and then removed that for the avatar. Got some PNGs done as I wanted to start streaming again after 14 months hiatus because of mental health. And then I kind of missed it, because it is me after all. And I have a fungi special interest, and I have a fungal body horror like, and fungi mean a lot to me in a lot of different ways that you by now mostly know. And then the second PNG tuber was made, which was made by Link. And Link did such an amazing job, as you all know. because I had so many fantastic expressions in such a cute and unique art style, and I'm gonna miss this little dude a little bit. So yeah, that's that. That is the how did we get here? Did I mention on the stories? Are you still going to use them for columns? I may have to. I found like ways with Video Ninja and Spout to get the VTube Studio to load. Like with Lurie, I have his actual avatar on my stream via Video Ninja, but we'll see. We'll see how well my system goes. My system is roasting me right now. The little dude can be kept up when games beat up the PC, exactly. Because that may happen. That will probably happen, because a lot of games are actually not optimized, so... Is this suit also fungus, or is that just a suit? That is just a suit. The fungus is part of me. Let me show you. Let me get banned on Twitch for real this time. Yeah, there you are. It is part of the body. Also, is it me, or does this song say I love my Lurie? Because I'm hearing I love my Lurie. That is the most terrible combination you could have put. I'm putting my clothes back on. Or not, because they're broken now. Here we are. I heard that as well. Well, I do love my Lurie. Here we are. Next one. Got distracted. I mean, I said it before. There are free. Armies of Nobility if you took it. There are free ref sheets. Concept art. We got there in the end. The first one is actually the first official artwork I got of the D&D character. Well, not the first official one. It is the first official fully rendered one. For those of you that are on the Discord, I realized the power I hadn't waited for the opportunity. I mean, I suppose I'm momentarily distracted by capitalism, so I will wait for a moment. I'm gonna take a zippy. I just love the glitches when the tracking is a bit weird. Also, I'm gonna put my tongue back in. Been too long. I need to get another zip here until the zips are back. The bat is back. So right. Right, we're back from ad jail. So the first one is actually the first officially fully rendered one. Those of you that are on the Discord have seen the history of all the artworks. Except for like 2 or 3 that I haven't added yet. This is actually on the wall. The second one is on my wall as well, because I just love them so much. You can see with these as well how the design has changed over the time. And the concept has changed over the time a little bit. Not too much, just evolved, I guess, as I developed the world building more. Because the D&D character is actually set in Lamordia, one of the domains of Ravenloft, in a dark, winter, gothic kind of landscape. with lots of body horror and science horror. You see where that fits now. The D&D character has Witherbloom Student as a background now. Yeah, it just makes sense. The second one was the first official half-body artwork. The last one was the one where I was like, alright, I want to get a full-body model. I need a full-body artwork. And you can see, and let me zoom out for a moment again, for those of you who didn't see the beginning, that my artist, my model mama, actually did a combination of all three. More like the last two, but the first one still matters in that regard. When it comes to the design, I don't have the tie because I have the open shirt. So we have the chest. The tongue is in there because you cannot see it on the model that well, but you will see it on the rough sheet a little bit better. I was actually, when I put this whole concept together, thinking about everything except how's the freaking tongue shaped, and then I wanted a tongue toggle for the trickster reasons and other reasons. And then I was like, heck, I need to think about this now. And I went forward and backwards and all the ways around with Luribel and Tivy about, yeah, it would be this mushroom and it would have this texture and it would look like this. And basically, you probably won't hear many complaints about the lack of tie. No. I have been dubbed hot mold that many times by now. So I decided on this witch butter and apricot jelly fungus for the tongue initially, but then changed the colors around to match the character more. The shark teeth I already explained. I do have plugs. You can't see them very well. You can only see them when I lean. But the tongue actually is an oral thrush pattern, and that is a fungus infection of the tongue, so it is disgusting, and I like it. I'm not meant to be beautiful, although you all find this character very hot. I'm not sure how well you can see the plugs, but let me try. There. It's just a very well hidden little detail. Which is nice, because I actually had plugs before, so. Because, contrary to popular belief, we're actually not a posh socialite club. Despite this corporate goth look, shall we say. Reference sheets, finally here. The whole layout, we're finally here, but the whole layout is messed up. Reference sheets. These are 2 of the 3 available. Wait, what? What do you mean, wait, what? What am I supposed to do with all the fancy suits I bought? I mean, there's a fungus ready to infest. These are the 2 Twitch safe reference sheets. One of them you have seen on Blue Sky before, which is the official one. There is the Thorn Whip in there, which goes back to the D&D character, because that is the main weapon cantrip I use. The flavor I picked is Primalwood and Red Light, for reasons of being a green edgelord like Loki. There's no other reason than that. I also have glasses because I'm a librarian, apparently, to some of you. The other one is the Receive the Shroom ref sheet, because I needed a full body reference sheet for all the lichen, for all the commissions I'm getting, like the mermaid one. Have you seen the merman commission? That needed to be done, and there's a not Twitch safe reference sheet that you can see on Discord as well. Again soon. The only fun guy. This was made by Ren Silvius on VGen and Blue Sky, and it was an absolute blast working with Ren. Ren was an absolute sweetheart and did incredible work, and you need to perceive this. You need to perceive this in high resolution, because this one is not doing it any justice at all. If you want to see more artwork, check the card. There's a whole gallery with all the artwork people have done for me, and I have commissioned, and I was gifted and stuff. Yeah. There's lots more Funguy. Mascots! Will happen. Mascots will happen. They didn't happen yet. Because I haven't decided yet which ones I want to do, and then maybe I should just get both, you know. Who is that mascot? Who's that Pokemon? I'm so glad you got the reference. I tried so hard to replicate that effect. But yes, we will have two mascots, and one of them is law-based. It is the healing spirit of my D&D character, which Tabby also did crochet work for me. And the other one, I wonder what that will be. I give you all a hint. It was in the lore video. It was on the tape stream, the lore video.
Virva Valkea,
There's another
hydrate,
hint.
stretch, and check that posture. Our mycelium won't survive if you drop like a shriveled shroom.
I'm not dropping like a shriveled shroom, but it was a very well-timed hint. Wanted to do this? Yes, the other mascot will be Shroom. Shroom has been made on a whim by Haru and me, and it's been received so well and lovingly, and it has become such an integral part of our community and streams that the other mascot, or the main mascot, or the second mascot, I haven't decided yet. Both of them will be equally important for lore reasons. Will be mascots in the future. We apologize for the terrible French accent Trump has. It is part of... Trump is a very little distinguished gentleman. Gentle Trump, even. Speaking of community lore, we do have other community lore. The fact that I'm called a Purple Librarian was one of them. It was funny. It is not, like, you know... We also have the community lore that if you bite me in the right places, you see rainbows. Which was made, inspired by Thistlecat. There's more. Right places, yes, the right places indeed. There is more community lore as well. Ba, 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 ba. Swarheart, who is also another amazing artist, inspired the lore that I will love you. I would still love you if you were a worm, because oyster mushrooms actually are predatory mushrooms and they hunt worms, specific type of worms, by paralyzing them and dissolving them with enzymes. So yeah, some fungi are carnivores. There's a meme for that, and there's also the nom emote that I still need to freshen up, I guess. Because I would still love you if you were one. Hello! Luri and Tywidi, the first ones of the OGs. We are not lost, we are exploring, always. There's also more lore that is not safe for Twitch. And, Evie has established the fact that I have been around humans so long, I partake in the tradition of making mistakes. Like this stuff here. Anyway, I think we're coming to the end of this long-ass presentation. All the hashtags that you already know, because they are nothing new has been added. Defining love as you want to eat seems weird. So it seems weird. It depends what you depends what you consider eating. What's next? I don't have goals in terms of Twitch as in numbers. I'm not a big fan of number games. Partially because I'm full-time worker, disabled, and doing this for fun and creativity. But I do have some events coming up that are very, very important to me. One of them is already live. The Point of Pride Charity Raid Train donation on Tiltify is already live. You can already donate. That's why I put the exclamation mark donate, exclamation mark pop into the stream title already, because the Tiltify campaign for Spores of Solidarity is already live. What you consider it? Yep, I said it. But first, the Vtuber Creative Club is doing an Oshi Train Pride Edition on the 16th of June, I believe, and I will be part of that. There's more info to come, as I now can finally do the official graphic for that. There's also the Pop Train, charity train for Point of Pride. Point of Pride is a charity organization providing healthcare for transgender individuals, whether that's garments or electrolysis or funds for medical needs. It's an event that is going on from today till Monday, and then the second weekend will be 27th till the 30th of June with lots of wonderful, awesome streamers. And yeah, I'm working on more fun updates for Twitch, more emotes, more redeems, more events. Oh, that's happening. That is happening.
Mushroom.
I said I'm working. That didn't work for whatever reason. I was hit, but it wasn't visible. You can refund your points. All the credits are fucked, so I'm just gonna link to my account again. But yeah, the entire PowerPoint was scuffed through. That was that though. We made it. We made it through the PowerPoint. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. No, it's just me. Fair. Fair. That is alright. All the credits are linked on the credits page, because I will not have enough room in here. Let me go quickly back to the just chatting screen for a moment. I need to be big again. Right. Another shout out for the artist for the video? Yes, please do. Please do. Please do give yourself and Beef a shout out. I do believe I have a tier list. A tier list game. But I would like to take a real quick break real fast, because I have been pretty much non-stop talking. So I think I will do that first. I'm gonna take a breather for a moment. And then we can dive into the tier list sorting game. Because I made a tier list for very last minute, admittedly. For giving you all a place in the Spore Society's house. The Spore Society's Socialite Club house even. So there's that. I need to get out of the habit of my thinking pose covering my freaking face. So yeah. I'm gonna take I think 3-minute break. Maybe 5, we'll see. Because I need to stretch. I need to take some fresh air. And then be right back. I mean, I say I will definitely be right back. See you all in 3 minutes. we are back with the tier list that I very specifically tied to the theme at hand, I guess. I put out a post on Blue Sky about this. I'm gonna sort you all into this little Spore Society Socialite fungal-infested haunted house club that I've been building. Basically, all of this is very jovial. I hope I don't need to clarify that, but I'm clarifying it anyway. So yeah. See. Let me fetch all. I fetched most of the PNGs beforehand, but I think there have been more people contributing their lovely faces to the cause, so we'll see. I'm gonna try my best to what's the name? Thank you, Luri. To put timestamps on your comments. Link to get added to the list. Yes, there's the link if you still want to get added. Will we be here tomorrow? We will find out. I will try my best to put timestamps on the comments even. We shall see how well my intention goes now that it's pretty much nearing midnight for me. We'll see. Without further ado, I would like to explain though what the different categories mean, because while I tiered them from S+, which is at the very top, Spore Society Parlor Stellates, to the very bottom, even hidden beneath the little fungus there, uninvited guests, not even mentioned. There is a little definition for everything. And I realized that some of these names are very obscure, but they will make a little bit more sense in a minute. So let me quickly run you through what each of them mean. They are tied to the layout of the Discord, because the Discord is designed like the Spore Society Socialite Club house. Every category has a different room, so to say. And for example, the mycelial laboratory is the hobbies and interests section. Dimensional storyteller. So yeah, that's that. That's why they're so obscure. Everything is like the mycelial network, interconnected. It starts at the very bottom with the uninvited guests to the club. They show up unannounced. Feral energy, 0 star, maximum audacity. Mold without a glam, a statement piece, but the statement is help. Then we have the Blighted Cellar Residence. This thing is very fitting, very fitting. A bit concerning, choices were made, not good ones. Wrong spores in the wrong place. Unsettling color palette, smells faintly cursed. We have the Fungal Vault Oddities. The Fungal Vault, the Blighted Cellar is our spam category, and the Fungal Vault is our resources category and info category for content creation, gender and sexuality, mental health and all that. The Fungal Vault Oddities, archive forgotten. Sometimes brilliant, sometimes baffling. Unearthed for academic purposes. Looks like I got it back in time for the good stuff. Thank you. I come back. This B is, that's the C's. The B's is the Spore Symposium regulars. The Spore Symposium is the general area for everything. The intellectuals, eccentrics, and artful oddballs, charming in their contradictions, if not always coherent. Mismatched fabrics, an air of mystery, debated in niche fashion science. Because we are the fungal fashion police now, let's be real here. A is, no wait, I got it mixed up. Did I? I forgot the fungal fire fungus. Let me start from the bottom, because I got them mixed up. Blighted Cellar Modes, Fungal Vault Folios Lichen, that is the Fungal Vault Oddities. Fungal Fire Fungus is the Foyer. The fashionable late and the socially confused, still invited, but mostly because they brought snacks.
Welcome everybody to the special event. It's the party of the century, so let it commence. We got music, we got booze, and we got plenty of friends. So let's party like it's 1920 again.
Thank you for the raid, Luna Valley. Welcome in. How was your stream? Thank you so much for bringing your people over. Welcome in, everyone. I'm gonna wait till the ads have stopped, and then I'm gonna run you through the listing already again, because I just realized that I got something confused. Because it's wait. Banger music, yes, we love electro swing, and we love electro swing lo-fi here. I'm just gonna wait till the ad has run through. I love electro swing, actually. I do love electro swing as well. Electro swing is one of the many genres of music I listen to. I'm just a little bit frustrated that a lot of the songs unfortunately use that one sample that sounds like a plane engine turbine starting, and that is annoying. But other than that, yeah, a vibe. A vibe for sure. The spores are momentarily distracted by capitalism, so we'll just wait till everyone's out of ad.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for the follow. You're now a sporeling of my Spore Society. Oh, I'm not following you? Oh my god, please, that's so bad. You're fine, don't worry. Have we returned from the ad share? Yes, we have. Okay, right. Let me run you through the list again because it's late and I got the fungal-fun and the fungal-vault mixed up. Anyway, let's go. We have, at the bottom, the uninvited guests. They found the back entrance, tracked mud on the velvet, started shedding spores in a punch bowl. And they showed up unknowns. Feral energy, 0 star, maximum audacity. F. F for uninvited guests. Then we have the blighted cellar molds. E. Things have grown where they shouldn't. Deeply concerning. Probably still vibing to dungeon synth music. Not a vibe. Not as good as electro swing. We have the fungal vault. Folios lichen. Folios lichen is actually a thing. It grows like leaf shapes. It's a lichen that you can actually look up. The fungal vault, I mentioned before that this is based on the design of the Discord as the Socialite, Spore Society Socialite Clubhouse. The fungal vault is the resource section. The blighted cellar is the spam section. The fungal vault Folios lichen is crumbly, crusty, and caked in history. The looks are archival, for better or worse. The fungal vault oddities can be found there. They're achieved, forgotten, sometimes brilliant, sometimes baffling, unearthed for academic purposes of being perceived by the fungal fashion police that we are right now. Then we have the fungal-fun fungus that are the the fashionably late and the socially confused, still invited, but mostly because they brought snacks. Which would be, actually it would be me, not gonna lie, but you know, you don't know that, you haven't had that here. We have the mycelial laboratory microphones, which is our hobby section on the server. The experimental charmers with spore core street cred. Not every design hits, but when it does, it's evolutionary. They are the not always perfect, but potentialist there kind of fungi and girls and non-binary pose, and the innovation thought is there. We have the Spore Symposium spores, our general area. A. Elegant, eloquent, and just a little bit eccentric. Their tastes may be unconventional, but oh, it blooms and fruits. And then we have the Spore Society Parlor Stellids. Stellids is actually a fungi term that means star-shaped. There are star-shaped fungi that grow like that. For example, the Upstar. They are the fungal elite, so to say. Not that we do elites, but for lack of a better term. Impeccable taste, jaw-dropping design, and an entrance so iconic, the most parts. Right. Now that I yap more about what this means because they're fucking obscure and drenched in my special interest and my word building, let's get into it, shall we? Luri, you're the first one. Are you ready? Are you ready to be judged by the fungal fashion police?
An announcement of life beginning.
What do y'all think? Look, we all know I'm an uninvited guest. No, you're not an uninvited guest. You're not an uninvited guest, I can tell you that. Let's see. Luri, this little arcade punk. The contrary design from what I do here. Although we somehow meet in the middle, we couldn't be more apart from each other. Quite interesting that. The one that said, if you put me on this list, I will spray graffiti on your socialite club door. Where do you think I should put you? I broke in and rocked my own vibe. You're not wrong, you are rocking your own vibe. You're rocking your own mischief. You are. Arcade punk. Ba, 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 ba. Luri's top? Luri is top. But that would be easy, wouldn't it? Would that fit? I can't put you all on the top, can I? Let's see. I'm gonna put Luri. In the mycelial laboratory microphones. I think Luri's character would very much fit into the laboratory setting of the Spore Society Club. The researchers, the arcane alchemists, the artificers with the forbidden knowledge, the one seeking the forbidden truths. You want me to blow up the lab? Yeah, I want you to blow up the lab. I absolutely do want to blow you. We want you to blow up the lab. Okay, you're going in the mycelial laboratory microphones. You're working in the lab in the Spore Society Socialite Club. Let me see. I give you a hand with that? I mean, I'm so late, but I better get judged. Okay. I see this. Who's next in this? I do believe.
Welcome everybody to this special event. It's the party of the century, so let it commence. We got music, we got booze, and we got plenty of friends. So let's party like it's 1920 again.
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much for the raid.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Infinity, is that how I pronounce your name? Thank you so much for the raid.
Oh
How was your stream?
yeah.
Hello everyone, welcome in your old sporelings now. What did you get up to? How was your stream? We're currently, thank you. We're currently sorting people into my Spore Society Clubhouse. We're the Fungal Fashion Police, essentially. And while this is not based on fashion alone, we are seeing where you would fit lore-wise, as much as I know, and also a little bit based on your design into my world building. We played some Among Us tonight. I hope your debut stream is going. Thank you. I'm having a lot of fun because I'm a fun guy. I hope you all have fun had fun as well and have fun as well. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. If I don't know what you pressed, but you undressed for a moment there. I think it's the idle animation, actually, because I was thinking too long. I didn't mean to undress on raid. This can't be a thing. I can't undress on raid. No. No undressing on raid. On Among Us, lots of crossing out. Sounds good, sounds good. Silly Shroom. Hello, I'm a Silly Shroom. I had to make a screenshot of a screen recording for this because I had it done. Okay. This is definitely a favorite. It's a thing. What is the thing now? Me undressing? Or me having the silly shroom? Or me undressing as the silly shroom? Thank you for the lure. Right, where were we? I think we were moving on to the next one. Did I miss anyone? Let me see if I missed anyone. I don't think so. Undress for rain? No, I'm not undressing for rain. You don't get anything for free here. No, Pete, no undressing. This cannot become the law. Okay, okay. Oh, now I see what you mean, Evie. I'm a very distinguished silly shroom. I'm a very, very distinguished silly shroom. Okay. Ooh, next one. Right. The next one is actually Melta. Melta, the boss bred waifu. Interesting one. I have thoughts about this. Cause Melta is half cat, half demon spirit. Let's see. Up. Melta. I think a cat would be in the fire most of the time, but then lots of people go through the fire, and that would probably scare most cats off. Also, a demon does not fit in the fire unless you want to lure your PC just blue skin. That does not sound like a fun time at all. Half cat, half demon equals full cat. I mean, you're not wrong. I hope it resolves itself, Kev. Half cat, half demon. So a cat would go into a fire, fungus fire. But it's not just a cat. And it's not any cat. And I freaking love cats. I'm gonna put Melta in the Spore Symposium spores. Melta would lounge with me on the sofa. There you go. Melta can be on the sofa with me. I love cats. But posh demon cats would require a high standing? No, posh demon cats don't require the high standing. After all, they're the boss bred waifus, and there can only be one boss bred waifu. I mean, it hasn't blue skin since I built it last year, but that was when I was messing with USB devices. That sounds like a terrible time. So, Melta is Spore Symposium Spore. Would hang out with me on the sofa. Let's see. Pop the gay back up, nonetheless. So Melta is chilling out on the sofa in the Spore Symposium. Exactly. Melta would probably shred the... Right? I'm immediately thinking of this hectic shredding sound that sends a shiver down my spine all the time. Also, have you seen my sofas? They're fungal infested. A cat scratch is not doing more damage to them. Melta's fine on the sofa. Fine. We have another cat, another spirit cat coming up next. So we'll see. Interestingly enough. I was very amused when you all put this in this order because we have a very similar theme, very executed differently. And I completely love this. Because we have Kami Kitsu coming up next. And Kami is also a spirit cat. Although more like a fox spirit. Shape-shifting spirit. Both of them are actually. There are a lot of cats actually. I'm not complaining, I freaking love cats. I love cats more than any other animal actually. Except wolves and orcas maybe. Also, what does it say about me that I attract cats? I don't know. We'll see. Shape-shifting fox. Fox cat. I thought it looked more like a cat, but fox makes more sense with the Kitsu aspect. Shape-shifting fox. Well, yeah, it makes more sense. This way. Totally. I should have known! We talked about this many times. I'm a silly shroom. You can put the googly bags The googly bags. You can put the googlies. Yeah, the Googles back on. Kami wants to be where the hot shroom ready is. Don't be all. I deserve it. I confused you with the cat. How dare I? I think if you redeem it immediately after each other, it gets toggled off again. Because it just toggles the item. Silly shroom? Thank you for putting that back. I am a silly shroom indeed. Why am I silly? How could you make this the most cursed combination? Yeah, I think that's just a thing that is because of the toggle aspect of how it's activated, not something you did on purpose. Why? Why are you so cursed? Why did I do this to myself? We gotta tweak the release. We gotta. Oh no! Oh, it's worse. No! No! Also, this song. What is this song? That's even more worse.
Wonderful celebration.
No, I think my tits is broken. That's why.
Wait, scratch
Yeah,
that.
I fixed my
Cheese for
tits.
no one. That can be just as much
What
a
is this
celebration
song?
if you don't like cheese, true?
This is like the last 30 seconds of the stream. It's just cursed. Cursed as fuck. Anyway, there's no coming back from this now, so I might as well leave it on. Right, we were on Kami's sorting. How much more? The fuck? This is yeah. Oh no, my blanket is broken. It is broken. It looks like a cape though. Anyway, Spirit Fox shapeshifter. That looks somewhat like a cat because I said it now. I can't trace back like that. Kami is oh no, I'm breaking my stream. Why is this unlocked? Is this okay? Does this still look okay? Okay. Can we all stop with? No, it's funny. Don't stop. I'm just messing. It is freaking funny. Where's Kami gone? There's Kami. Kami. Yeah. Well, Kami is a Spore Society parlor standard. Kami can actually chill with me on the sofa while Melta has to stay, unfortunately, on the floor. There we go. There we go. Contrary to popular belief, I actually do really love the color scheme, and Kami has executed this really well with having a very contrary color palette and color scheme and overall design to what actually this is in folklore, which is fucking funny. Why am I not going back? I'm putting my tongue back in. Yes. Also, I just always want to eat Melta's eyes, so Kami's eyes. I'm biased. It's green. Let me put my tongue back in. It looks so cursed. Why can't I? There we go. My best friend helped me with the design. Nice. Am I blushing? I can't tell. Yeah, I was blushing. For whatever reason. Right, that is Kami done. So I don't know why it doesn't go back. Here we go. I'm better now. Anyway, that is Kami. All right. Next we have one of the hacking coolest designs I've ever seen in VTubing. Not that I don't love you. Honestly, I would put you all up there, but that would be boring, right? If I'd known all you were basing on, I would have sent you more. No, it's fine. You're good. You're good. You're good. I think. Where am I? I am talking about Tentacule. Who is actually, having some big news as well. Let's see. Right. And you will, whoops, you will see a theme here. Tentacule is an alien plant Vtuber. Alien plant. Do I need to say more? Why is this breaking? That shouldn't be breaking. There we go. Alien plant VTuber. As much as I love this design, it has to go in the laboratory for research purposes. I will research this alien plant VTuber because this is a unique design. I've seen a lot of alien eldritch VTubers. Not once have I seen alien plant VTuber. And I love the color palette, and the color palette is great and everything, but in the roles of the Spore Society, Tentacule, they go in the laboratory. Research has to be done by this Funguy. I'm very, very curious to see where Tentacule will take this design. Very excited. I'm actually watching Tentacule. I'm lurking a lot whenever I can. Will Lurie blow up Tentacule? We will see. Who me and this fun guy get to play in the lab? It's gonna be fun. I mean, you make that sound like news. Next up, we also have an extremely unique design that I haven't seen before. And I really, really enjoy it. Not because it's green, but because it's very unique and I have not seen anything like it before. I'm talking about Kev here. Also, Kev, I have to say, the graphic you made for posting under it is fucking hilarious. And yes, Green Gang. Green Gang indeed. A punk toaster cat. A punk toaster cat. That is very unique. Let me show you actually real quick before I resize it down, because I've not seen anything like this before and I really, really like it. Not just for the stripy tail or the cat or the fact that it's green, but yeah, it's very unique. And for that reason, Kev is a Spore Society Socialite. Although I have to cut this really fucking funny graphic down. Fun fact, the jacket is based on my IL one. Nice. Nice, nice. With all the patches too, awesome. Next up, we have more Green Gang. We have Cell. Ah! Why is that so big? Where do we go? You were huge indeed. Right. Here we go. Cell and I are the green with blue undertone hair gang. The two chaos agents couldn't be more chaotic. Up. Unfortunately, Cell, there are not enough fungi in your design. I have to put you with Malta on the sofa in the Spore Symposium to study more fungal fashion. Cell with bad teeth, yeah. You can scratch up the sofa together. I'll fix it, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. You got on the sofa. Oh no, you got on the sofa. I allowed you after all on the sofa. How dare I? I'm too nice. Too nice to Melter. Right. Cell is with Melter. I will reconsider your application if you add a mushroom cap to your outfit. I'm just a squishy. Squishies are the best, though. I may reconsider your application as well. Then we have Shiatori, a puka. I actually do like the fact that we have a lot of trickster shapeshifters in here. That's blowing up the sofa and lap. Yes. Yes. My SPDS cannot type this. Here we are. First person I know what a puka is. Have I mentioned that I really fucking love mythology and folklore? And I also do love the fact that your design is actually not a cat, because I feel like that is a very, very common design with pukas. In a lot of illustrations, they're designed as cats. And you kinda did something completely else entirely. And I love that. I love also all the little details. It has magical person vibes. It has all the little do you see the cheese detail? We love cheese in this household. It's a rat, but I plan to have several animal forms. Okay, sorry for that. I was going by the ears, but yeah. Anyway, it's a rat. Nobody heard my mistakes. Cheese. Yes, we do love cheese. Do you see this? Do you see the dice? This covers 2 of my bases, and we have magical girl vibes, or magical person vibes, or magical boys, because boys can wear dresses too. And yeah, needless to say, this is a Spore Society parlor standard vibe. Do you see a theme occurring here with the pink?
Celebration! Cheese for everyone!
The fungal fashion police
Scratch that. Cheese
approves.
for no one. That can be just as much of a celebration if you don't like cheese, true?
Alright, you fox and cat spirits, no you rats. No! Not eating anyone here. Oop. Okay. We have the fox and the cat spirits, and we have now the rat. A dog just has joined the party. I'm getting all the animals now. I will protect rat at all costs. Rats are awesome. I love all animals except slugs. Slugs can get in the fucking bin. Right. Next one. After the break. I'll bite your toes if you try to eat me. I mean, I wouldn't blame you. I will take a zippy here. Is there any slug VTuber? I know there's very awesome snail VTubers, and snails are cool with me, mostly, unless they touch me. But I can tolerate them. I genuinely say this. I wouldn't kill a slug. Because we need all the animals we can get for all the ecosystems that are, yeah. But I think it's, I know it's a genuine phobia, not just a dislike. Try me in the lab, we test some people in Funguy, you know. True. Just plants, just alien plants. Would be very interesting to find out if there's a slug VTuber now. Honestly, kind of funny that the red didn't end up in the lab. Why though? Like would that would be, wouldn't that like to be on the too on the nose? I guess. Are we back from that jail yet? Okay. My time perception is. Oh, Celio, very on point with pointing out when we're back from jail. Right, where were we? We have a stump. A literal tree stump, Tenkuberry is next. I've been back a few seconds. I think it depends a bit on latency. What would I be? Be free to submit your PNG. It can be anything, it doesn't have to be a VTuber. I was eating dinner now. How was your dinner? Welcome back. Tenkuberry. Let's see. Okay, thank you for the subsell. There will be more emotes very soon. I'm still working them because stuff happened and I lost a lot of time and energy to stuff. You know that music? It's Neon Genesis Evangelion. It has been my subtune for the longest time. Because I really love everything about this anime, even though it is deep dark shit. And there's some quite problematic themes and how they are handled, and you really heavily need to dissect that. But it is, yeah, it just has a lot of history. Anyway, the tree has joined the party, and I am very like impressed by this concept. It is a tree sub. Tenkuberry. Tenkuberry also has an alternative PNG, but there's a fungus on there. Of course I had to pick this. There's a little fly Garrick. Dark anime, no, it's just one of my comfort watches. I get you, and that's what I keep talking about. Cozy and comfort means something different for everyone else. I like dark and deep stuff for comfort as well. So there is a tiny mushroom. So Tenkuberry has 2 PNG submitted, and yeah, I had to go with the Funguy for obvious reasons. Honestly, I'm not watching a lot of anime these days anymore. I don't have the time. I barely have the time to game. So, mushroom tree. Potato, tomato, mushroom tree. Actually, I don't know. Because this concept is really heckin' cool and unique, but also I'm entirely, completely confused by it. Where would you put a tree? Where would you put a tree in a socialite club? Would you put it in the blighted cellar molds? Rooms need decorations, that is very true. We could put it in the fungal foil. Because I feel like this tree is too pretty to put it in the blighted cellar molds. In the foyer, it would be amazing entrance. It would be amazing. Look at it, cute little face. It is not a blighted cellar molds. Send you a picture in a whisper, thank you. It would be very adorable. Also, it has a fungi. Nice. But it is an adorable little tree. Also, again, a very unique design. People walk in and get greeted by a tree. A tiny tree, even. My head immediately went to put Trump on that tree. But that's not how that works. I love the little blushies as well on the tree. Little blush marks. How about that? There we go. Where are we to? Where are we? Mac! Mac. Mac is next. That is probably the easiest out of everything I've seen so far. Because for lore reasons, Megalyn is basically the twin sister, the long lost twin sister. Because Megalyn, for those of you who don't know Megalyn, is a girl failure druid who got stuck shape-shifting as a bunny. Do you see the parallels here? And Meg and I have a very similar interests in pop culture as well. So Meg is obviously a Spore Society parlor Stanley. Simply for the fact that we would beat siblings. Easy peasy, no brainer. Yuri's taking notes. I see. Okay. Let's see who's next. I'm just drawing butts all over my pockets. What do you mean? I mean, I'm not complaining, but what? But what are you doing? Then we have Pretty Whiskers. Another, shall we say, folklore fae inspired character. I don't want to say too much about Bratty is going through a rebrand at the moment. Whiskey is going through a rebrand at the moment. So what I can share is that Whiskey will have pink fur, a messy bun, and a bratty whiskey, punky attitude, a wagcat ego. And if that's not the perfect partner in crime for Lurie, I don't know. These two are gonna fuck up my lab, and I'm gonna love it. Can you just imagine them fucking over my lab? I'm very excited for the reveal of this. Very, very excited. Very excited for Luri and Whiskey to always fuck up my lab and drinking beer together while they're at it. Look, my lowest near K punk if I'm not blowing shit, I'm putting graffiti everywhere. This will be choice, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm very excited for you. Since you're here and you know the time's up. Kaboops. Exactly, I can just imagine it so well from what I know about you two. Also, I need to make the graphic for the cute little tree a little bit smaller, as you see. Here we are. Here we are. For science! For science, not for fun. Not for fun. I mean, also for fun. For fun and science. Moving on. Moving on, we got let me rename that real quick so I don't get confused. Science is fun. Science is very fun. But messing stuff up is probably more fun. Just saying. Then we have... Whoop! The Windows hello and complaining sound. That's what we have. Who's next? In my long list of Spore Society Socialite Club members. Hang on a second. Bloop. Alright, I think that's the ones I prepared. Now we got the new submissions. RC sounds like a great, but that's what I mean though. That's why you both need to go into the lab, because you would totally mess this up. And this is what I meant by this is by no means a tier list. This is more like a lore building list. You're all NPCs now. Look, science is trying to do something and then either failing and finding a way or succeeding and finding out why. Yeah, that was fun, but I'm working tomorrow. Enjoy it and have a good night's rest and a hopefully not too stressful day tomorrow. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the sub as well. Right, who's next? I think Hime is next. One more time. One more time for the city shroom. Let's see. Himiutsuge. Someone I actually got to meet because of the Vita Blue Sky starter pack that I created for VTubers who regularly create TTRPG content. And I was completely blown away by the amazing content that he made us. It's very, very cool. And I can't wait to have more time during my holidays soon to check more of it out. It's gonna take a moment because it's a mess. But my faults are. The moment. Bear with me. What are my horses? Why is this? Okay. Because never mind. I confused myself. Is anyone surprised by this? Probably not. Up, up, up. My brain is like, oh, I can't think straight anymore. What's going on? And I'm like, you could never think straight. Have you seen yourself? Here we are. There's the picture. Going to have to head off and nurse a headache that's starting. Happy deep. Thank you for being here. I hope your headache gets better soon. Right. Email. Here we are. Whoop. The Fungal Fashion Police approves of this design. Of parakeet mixed with peak fashion. Look at the shiny shoes and this beautiful, beautiful dress. Also peak TTRPG content. Wood zip rings with Hime. So Hime is going into the Stellarites. And
Oh yeah.
thank you for the follow, Tenko. Welcome in. Hime would plot TTRPG and other shenanigans with me. Or I would with Hime. So I don't know. So here we are. Here we are. That's what we're doing in the Spore Society Club. At the end of this, I will be like, what are numbers? What are numbers? What is going on here? Oink. Bloop. Right. We have more. We got Luna. I'm gonna say cat again, and then probably get bonked again because it's maybe not a cat, but everything is cat shaped. Why cat shaped if not cat? Luna, really? Ba, 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 ba. Bloop. Ah, that did go wrong. Why is this so big? We love the scuffter. Right. Have you seen? It is pink, it is cat, it has green eyes. The design. And glasses, and a choker. No questions asked, no comments, 10 out of 10. No questions asked. No comments. No, what do you mean? I don't have a type. I don't. Why are you taking notes? What do you mean? Also, the music is making me sleepy as heck. It's not exactly a new discovery. Wait! Rudeness! Rudeness! Utter rudeness. Rudeness. I sense a theme here though, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm gonna skip this song real quick because it's sending me sleep for a moment. What do you mean? Rudeness. Absolute rudeness. Okie dokie. Right, next is Eevee. I'm not sure if this is a PNG Eevee. We will try. It is a PNG. Good. It looked like a recording for a moment. I'm very excited for Eevee's development as well. Also, if you haven't checked out Eevee's art, please do. Eevee has a VChan page. Boop. Since Eevee is a very cool artist, and Eevee also has a very, very unique design, and would hang out with all the other creative minds and shenanigan plotters in the Spore Society, I'm gonna put Eevee in the Spore Symposium with the boss bred waifu and the compliant of the boss bred waifu Melter. Because now we have a seemingly innocent chaos agent, a boss bred waifu, a boss bred, that is a tongue, a boss bred waifu cat scratching up my sofa, and a shenanigan planning artist in my Spore Symposium. I think I'm just setting myself up here for a lot of headaches that I really like. But these three sound like a chaos trio in a different way than the laboratory does. You put me in the lab, it was down. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, but tell me I'm wrong though. Tell me I am wrong. Eevee would design all the cool outfits for everyone else in the Spore Society, including myself, because Eevee has a very cool outfit. And also the fingertips being black is really, really cool and pointy. You put me in. I put you all in the lab. I was actually thinking about going with a lab design first, but for reasons I changed, and now we're here. I guess now it's time to say that I also have brat tendencies. Do you mean I need to? Do I need to put you down with the boss brat waifu then? Supposing people send ideas to the lab for mixed emotion tickets? Yes, yes. The law is developing. The law is developing. You mean the Spore Symposium shenanigans are the planners, and the mycelial microfiles are the executive order? Is that what's going on here? Are we secretly a couple of anarchists? Have you seen through the entire ruse that is this thing, and we have finally caught on the secret law? That I'm in fact not a corporate goth, but the fungal mycelium that infests this Spore Society? And the fungal fungus, what did we get up to? Don't warn them! Lure them in! Lure them in! Right, that was Eevee. You're really laughing like... Look, what do you mean no comments? Where are we to? The ones I hope ends up in the chaos corner with you. Which one? Which one of the many? They're all chaos. We are all chaos. That's fine. Okay, we have a Kina. There's one I hope. Which one? Which one of the? Which one? Are you not gonna spoiler me? Next one. I've been trying not to fall asleep for the last hour, so we'll go to bed. That was amazing. Have fun. Thank you for being here, Tybee. Have a good night's sleep. Bop, 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 bop. Right, Akina. Do you remember the doggo I spoke about last time? This is Akina. Am I giving too much away if I put Akina in the parlor salads as well? I'm not going to though. Because dogs are not cats. And they belong in the fire. I'm sorry, Akina. You belong in the fire. Very cute, but a dog. I'm a cat person. You can lure the people in though. You went a very adorable tree. Akina's keeping us unsafe, indeed. Akina can lure everyone with the cuteness, like like Tenko with the cute plushy tree. And then keep back the bad faith actors out. Let me back in after getting blown out the window? Or after late night shenanigans in Solva, the town, you mean? Sounds good, sounds good. Did I comment? Yes, I did. Right. I do believe we have Junie now. Nobody knows about my extracurricular activities. Extracurricular activities, that's what we're calling it now. Junie. Extracurricular activities. Whee! Ah, where did I go? Where did the picture go? Rudeness. Let me lock the other ones in. Right, Junie. Excuse me, the vibes are on point. We have the sass, we have the fashion, we have the vibes. We have uniqueness, and we have talent, and we have frogos and sass. Judy's going in the stellads. Whee! Was feeling myself for Pride Month this year? Nice. It's a very cute picture, and I really love the sass in it as well. And last but not least, we have Pet. And the Windows is like, nope, we're not doing Pet. Hi Beef, welcome in. We're currently sorting people into roles in the Spore Society. It's less like a tier thing, tier list, more like a where would you where would you fit into my lore as NPCs? And it's a little bit linked with the Discord design as well as the house. Handsome guy, yes. Hello, it's me. We have ads again? Fuck that. Who is getting punched by ads? Nintendo really wants my Switch 2 money, but jokes on them. Switch 2 money. Listen, if you have Switch 2 money, you may as well just save a little extra and get a PC. Upgraded my PC recently, my money's there. I think with all this, what is happening today in mind, I just built a little bit more future-proof than I should have. Yay! The spores are not longer distracted by capitalism. You do need to upgrade your house, that is true. I got an email off the store with new graphic cards too, and like, okay. Last but not least, we got Pet. What do you mean? You're seeing the color theme, right? You're seeing the color theme, that's what it is. You've seen the color scheme and the outfit, and you're already judging me. Not Luri giving me the side eye. Luri. In my defense, you're right. No comments. What do you mean? What do you mean? You were hoping for another cat? I mean, both would fit, but perceive the bisexual color theme and the fact that there's a skirt and 10 no comments. Although I will give you, but unsafe explosions experience in the lab. That design is good, yes. Decor really knocked it out of the park. Although I will put it past. I will agree with you that Pat would also totally fuck my laboratory up with all of you involved in the laboratory. So that is very true. The sphere is very small. Have I mentioned a YouTubers yet? The circle is closing in. Right. There we are. I need to put the stamp down actually for. You can now make it learn that there's a theme here in the starlights, which is interestingly enough extremely the opposite of what I got going on. What? What is going on here? Wow! Whoa! What is happening? What did happen? Luri, behave yourself. That happened here. I swear it is the fucking idle animation that is broken. I swear I thought you were fucking up the redeems. I think it's the idle animations that are broken though. Yeah, I had a really good debut. It was really fun so far. Where in the world is everything is fucking broken? Did you? I didn't mean to flash at y'all. Right. I need to see what I need to fix really quick. Did you alt button? Maybe that causes some. Oh, yeah, I did tap out. Let me try again. I'm so glad. I'm sorry I missed so much. That's okay. There's always the vote. And don't forget all the work you put into the lore video that everyone fucking loved, to the point that I now need to put it on YouTube because it was amazing and everyone was very immersed. We've done some really good trash. Out of all the people that I yes, not beef, please. Not to the best. Beef is innocent. I'm still having my smug face on. Something is royally broken right now. Cause you seem to hear me double. Quick question, can everyone hear me double? I'm so proud of you for getting it all done. You've done a great job. Thank you, BE. It's been hard work and I needed to let it go of a lot of things that I wanted to get done, but that doesn't mean they can't be done very soon. Also, my idle animations are broken. What happened? Might be me. What the fuck? Okay. I was so concerned, Luri. Why do you scare me like this? But yeah, my animations are a little bit bogged. The idle animation still, because I'm cycling through my expressions. So, that's that. In any case... Okay, it was on the reset. I got so concerned! I'm very happy with how everything turned out. It was a lot of work over the last 6 months. There will still be more new things that I didn't manage to do in time because of reasons. And I'm very, very happy. Let me put you on just chatting for now. I am completely, entirely in the wrong place. I need to go over here and be bigger. There's still a lot of things I need to learn and I need to tweak, but I'm so pleased that we finally got here and how everything works. And my Twitch decided to duplicate my tabs. It was like, he's flashing. Get out of here. So yeah, stuff happened, and that's that. Huh, why am I? Yeah, that's what I was asking myself as well. But here we are. This has been fun. I've been anticipating this for 6 months now. That's when I started preparing for this. A lot more stuff will still happen as I work on more stuff. I have a lot more ideas that I still want to implement, a lot more things to work towards too. Like I said before, during the PowerPoint presentation, the next big thing will be the Vtuber Creator Club Oshi Train Pride Edition that I will be taking part. The next one will be the Point of Pride Charity Raid Train. And in between that, I will obviously still stream, because now that I'm here and I'm queer, I'm not going anywhere. This Funguy is sticking around. I will be doing the usual shenanigans and maybe some new ones as well. Because, like I said, I'm a storyteller before a gamer. So, yeah. This has been a lot of fun, but I'm fucking exhausted now. This is probably the most gaming I did continuously in a while. On a stream. I think I only talk more at work. So I want to take you all on a raid because, like I mentioned before, the Point of Pride charity event is already going on. It is this weekend. It's the first weekend. And I will be taking part on the second weekend, so if you want to come along, I would really appreciate it. We are gonna raid pronounced Steven, who is currently playing Cold of Lamb. If you wanna donate to my own campaign, the Sports of Solidarity, of Trans Solidarity, you can use on the Tiltify link. I have a lot of milestones to set up, a small bit of incentives as well. From Monday on, 2 people will actually already be inscribed on the body. That will be an interesting experience. So yeah, there's a lot more. I put a lot of milestones up. We shall see. We already hit $1,000 overall. Just within the first day, so I'm very happy about that. Other than that, if you haven't joined the Discord, come hang out in the Spore Society Social Club, the actual house. I shall see you all again tomorrow in the restream, and then again on Monday with Split Fiction. I'm very fucking excited to do more shenanigans with more capabilities with Lurie together now. That's gonna be very interesting because we are Black Cat, Orange Cat, Chaos characters. Other than that, I don't have anything more to say than I need to catch up on some serious sleep. I shall see you all again tomorrow in Lurie stream and then on Monday. Thank you all so much for being here. You all made this very special. I hope you enjoyed the lore, the story, the about me, all the toggles. There will be more. I already have a list of things that I want to add for redeems. If I don't know if you noticed, but they're color coded for a reason. So yeah, I really appreciate you all for being here. You made this all very special.
Cheese for everyone. Wait, scratch that. Cheese for no one. That could be just as much of a celebration if you don't like
Thank
cheese.
you all
True.
so much. Thank you for the raid message. We're gonna raid Pronounced Steven, like I said. Other than that, I shall see you all soon. Have a lovely rest of your time zone. Let's get that raid going, shall we? Please be mindful. Steven uses they them pronouns. See y'all soon. Bye bye. Love you. Ta ta.